Milwaukee once held the title for the highest rate of car thefts in America, and many of those cars ended up in wild police chases. This one started with a home invasion and ended with 4 suspects in cuffs, the youngest just 14 years old. On August 29th, Glendale officers located a stolen Volkswagen and initiated a pursuit.
Back northbound. Lost the tire east on Marne. East on Marne. It's losing it. East on Marne. It's got no tire east on Marne past Iroquois. Iroquois Witch Fishman. Plates Adam Mary Edward the 6.
We're gonna go southbound on Lydell. South on Lydell now. Here in the 4800 block of Lydell, still going, coming up to Hampton.
68, get in front, get it.
Yep, we're southbound.
A successful spike strip deployment earlier in the pursuit shredded one of the suspect's tires, and no way he can outrun multiple patrol cars with 3 tires. So the driver came up with some crazy ideas.
Here comes the pit, and off-road into the park, and they're going to be bailing here.
One 184, are we doing mutual aid?
Get him right there. Hit a pole. We're going to be coming out onto Hampton. Squads coming out onto Hampton.
Still northbound. Still northbound. We're gonna come out on a Hampton. 768 is losing a lot of it. Still southbound.
That pole.
768, crash, Hampton and...
The pursuit came to a sudden stop after officers executed a clean pit maneuver on the stolen Volkswagen. Moments later, 4 suspects were taken into custody: a 35-year-old woman, an 18-year-old woman, and 2 boys, just 16 and 14 years old, all from Milwaukee, bringing this chase to an end. A luxury SUV spray-painted gray, rolling down Highway 70 with tags that don't even match. That's right, someone tried to turn a Range Rover into a ghost car, but there's no hiding from the Arkansas State Police. It all kicked off just after 6:30 p.m. when Trooper Robbins spotted the suspicious vehicle and ran the plates.
Westbound on 70 West. Break
If you've ever thought about running from the Arkansas State Police, just ask Haley Hollingsworth how that turned out. Pinned inside her wrecked SUV, unable to open the door after a textbook pit, she was pulled out by EMS and rushed to the hospital. Multiple warrants out of Garland County and Hot Springs, one from Oklahoma, a suspended license and felony fleeing, one reckless decision, and now she's facing a long list of consequences. Sometimes a pursuit sounds like a movie before it even starts. A Suburban, a stop sign, beer can tossed mid-chase, and a suspect throwing middle fingers while hitting 100 miles per hour through a construction zone. Yeah, this one gets wild. Now let's rewind to how it all began. In Micanopy, Florida. It all started when Deputy Sean McGuigan spotted a gold Chevy Suburban blowing through a stop sign off a 75 and swerving into oncoming lanes.
Tango 937, 10 City. Signal 12. 17,000, Southeast County Road 234. We're heading toward 441. He's in the wrong lane of traffic. Through the median. We're at 70. Heading toward Marion County. He's flipping me off. We're at 30. I'm pitting.
Once the chase entered the construction zone, the trooper made his move, attempting a pit, knowing there were workers further down the road. But the suspect held control, and the pit failed. Now the situation turned critical, as the Suburban barreled straight toward the crew up ahead.
What's your little block now? We're coming up to 326. We missed him. The intersection. And if you're trying to make another loop, go ahead towards center. They cut back towards 441. Seminary here. Speed is 55. Back southbound towards Marion County.
The danger was escalating by the second, cones flying and the suspect tearing through the zone like a wrecking ball. The trooper knew this had to end as soon as possible. Only way this suspect can be stopped is pit maneuver, and the trooper decided to give one more shot. Finally, the suspect, identified as Matthew Richardson, was stopped. He was arrested and taken into custody, then later charged with fleeing aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, driving while license suspended, reckless driving, and violation of probation. In Atlanta, when the ACE unit gets behind you, your luck runs out fast. It was February 1st, 2025. when officers from Atlanta Police Zone 4 were alerted to a vehicle tied to an armed robbery out of Hapeville. Moments later, they had eyes on it near Dodson Drive. The vehicle stopped just for a second before punching it and triggering a pursuit. Here's how it all unfolded.
You went left on Dodson? 2619 Dodson, 2619 Dodson.
Alright, we're southbound, stand by for a second.
Take your southbound middle. Radio attempted 10. We're still southbound. We're going to be in front of the Georgia International Convention Center. Show on main. 16 alcohol. 16 alcohol. Show on main.
From the convention center on Main.
16 alcohol. 16 alcohol.
From the convention center on Main.
16 alcohol. 16 alcohol. What? Stand by. Over penalty.
The pit maneuver sent the vehicle rolling multiple times, completely wrecking it, but the suspects weren't done yet, and they bailed out and took off on foot, refusing to give up without a fight.
Where you got him? Hey, get the out! Get the out!
Officers quickly responded, apprehending one suspect nearby while the other was taken into custody inside the wrecked vehicle. Both were arrested by Hapeville police and now face charges related to the armed robbery and fleeing from law enforcement. Did you know the Audi A6, like the one in this chase, can go from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds? But no matter how fast a car is, it can't outrun the law forever. On February 21st, Florida Highway Patrol's elite criminal interdiction unit was already on alert. When a fleeing vehicle entered I-10 near mile marker 1 in Escambia County, Trooper Pepitone and his team sprang into action. As the chase progressed, the suspect managed to slip out of sight, but not for long. With the help of a helicopter unit providing real-time updates from above, the trooper quickly closed the gap. What seemed like a clean getaway was now turning into a countdown.
Okay, he's getting turned around now. So, the trooper, there you go, that's him turning around. That's him that just turned around right there. So he's southbound 29, southbound 29. All right, and he just made another U-turn in front of the deputy there. Now he's back northbound 29, northbound 29.
For the next 10 minutes, the suspect kept gaining distance, then Trooper would close the gap briefly, but nothing stuck. It was a game of patience and persistence. But once a stretch of open road appeared, that was it. The Trooper had seen enough. He moved in fast, lined up the bumper, and went for the pit.
gonna run up because
Get him! All right, that's a good pit. Good pit.
The chase came to a violent end when a trooper Pepitone performed a pit that sent the suspect's Audi flipping through a ditch before landing upright. The driver, Noel Almargo Petanguat, was pulled from the wreck and taken into custody. He was wanted out of Wisconsin on multiple felony charges and had just caused 2 hit-and-runs during the pursuit. Despite the destruction, no officers were seriously injured. In Atlanta, Georgia, on July 5, 2024, Cobb County Police requested backup from Atlanta's elite ACE unit during a high-speed pursuit. The driver, wanted and desperate, had already rammed a police vehicle and was flying down Interstate 285. That's when the ACE unit stepped in.
he's shooting over right shoulder. Traffic connection is going to be in white. Still right shoulder. Send over pin again, approaching Cascade. Hit the median.
The officer executed a pit at high speed, bringing the fleeing vehicle to a violent stop. But the suspect wasn't ready to give up. He crawled out of the passenger window and made a run for it. Unfortunately for him, officers were right behind. The 28-year-old was taken into custody and now faces a long list of charges from both Cobb County and Atlanta PD, including aggravated assault on law enforcement, felony fleeing, and obstruction. It was May 15th, 2024, when the Florida Highway Patrol was called in to assist the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office with a fleeing red Toyota pickup. The suspect refused to stop near Highway 85, and as troopers took over the pursuit.
Over to channel 1. All units that's not involved, over to channel 1. That message is 1396. You can update as soon as you can. You can do what you need, but feedback.
After a successful pit, the pickup flipped multiple times before finally landing upright. Then the driver, Malik Humphreys, bailed out and sprinted straight into the woods. A perimeter was quickly set, and moments later he was found and arrested without further incident. He was booked into the Okaloosa County Jail on charges of fleeing, resisting arrest, and more, including a holdout of Georgia that's now coming back to haunt him. On a chilly February night in 2020, a stolen Jeep was tearing through West Memphis at over 100 miles per hour. Troopers quickly joined the chase, knowing one wrong move could put everyone on the road in serious danger.
Interstate.
Everybody, what's it? 4, which car is it? right here.
This is 10-4 from Jake Liberty. Big 4-4 City. 20's the lead in the pursuit.
He took the exit on me.
Right there.
After executing the pit, Trooper's cruiser skidded toward a utility pole, missing it by inches. It was a brush with death. Once the suspect was in cuffs, the trooper stepped back, took a breath, and realized just how close he'd come.
Holy Holy Holy
The suspect, identified as Brandon Clark, was taken into custody without further incident. He was charged with felony theft and felony fleeing. Clark later pleaded guilty to fleeing, earning 2 years probation and over $1,000 in fines. On August 18, 2024, multiple 911 calls were lighting up Arkansas Dispatch about a silver Lexus tearing down I-40 at over 100 miles per hour. With no troopers available from Troop H, the call was handed off to Troop J, and the chase was on.
He's weaving in and out of traffic. Traffic's heavy. Speeds, I have to slow down. Traffic's heavy. Speeds are 100.
There was city behind you.
10-4, it's coming up on you on the right. Watch out.
26 marks. So speeds are 133. He's still weaving it out of traffic. Traffic medium. I'll call him since you're tied up with that.
The suspect was weaving through traffic like a missile with no guidance, passing on the shoulder, cutting off drivers, and nearly sparking multiple collisions. Trooper knew it couldn't go on like this. He closed the distance, lined up the bumper, and prepared to end it with a pit.
Jake is aware.
Wreck out, roll over, send it 1016. He's in the eastbound lane. Correction, westbound lane.
Go ahead, send fire EMS. He rolled over in the westbound lane.
Mama.
The pit sent the car into chaos, barrel rolling through the median, flipping across oncoming lanes, and landing crushed in a ditch. The impact was so violent the driver was ejected nearly 30 yards from the vehicle. When troopers reached him, it was already too late. He was pronounced dead at the scene. On March 19, 2025, Deputy Johnson with the Clayton County Sheriff's Office observed a truck committing a traffic violation. For reasons still unknown, the driver chose to ignore the blue lights, and y'all know what's going to happen.
2635. You want to do that
Cobra 8. He's taking off on me. I'll be in pursuit.
Oh, yeah, there's no traffic control. Cobra 8, come out. We're going to be heading northbound Riverdale Road. Coming up past Phoenix Boulevard. Speed 68. Medium traffic condition. Clear, clear, going past Hendricks and Riverdale.
I said, but I'm going to be able to call it and I'll get notification, please.
He's 35. Oh yeah, it's gonna be 25 east, speed 70. Say 25 east, Park House. Yeah, we just took exit 59, Park House, speed.
After taking the exit, another deputy took over as the primary unit, wasting no time and making it clear he was ready to end this chase on his terms.
Yeah, he's gonna be fit. Stand by.
After the pit, the suspect bailed and vanished into the night. K-9 teams searched high and low, but he was gone in the wind. Whatever he was running from, it was better worth it. But there is no good reason to flee from law enforcement, but one thing's certain, he won't be getting that truck back.